Hello guys, this is Dr. Lior Bar-El here, and we're going to talk about the Nintendo Switch 1 month in. Okay, now, in the beginning, I did not think this was going to be a success. Okay, from the get-go, I said that. I didn't think it was going to be a success. I'm usually good in my predictions, and I've been off on this, and I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to explain myself now what I mean by that. I wanted people to hold off on it because I thought the prices were going to come down on the Switch. They're going to include a game with it eventually. Now they do, but it's a bundle pack and they cost more, which you're not actually saving money. They're just adding a $59.99 game on top of that, but they put it in a bundle package and whatever. I got the Mario edition, as I told you. It's a downloadable one and it's on it. I did a review. Definitely check that. I'm going to tell you guys that obviously it's safe. Now, what do I mean by that? So far, all of the third-party developers, except for EA, which, to be honest, I don't want EA anyway to have anything to do with this, except the wrestling game that's coming out right now, because of their loot box and all kinds of other crap that's that they're dealing with right now. They lost over $3.1 billion in stock due to their stupidity. So I will tell you, based on third-party like Bethesda, they must be extremely happy. Doom, Wolfenstein, Skyrim, all of these games are running flawlessly. This system, anything that's going to be a port is going to be ported so beautifully in this, except for NBA 2K because, again, EA is retarded. But the thing is, most of the games, when done right, are going to be perfectly ported to this. And I think this is where the future of Nintendo Switch lays. Now, obviously, they're going to come out with new games and AAA titles and all that good stuff, which is amazing. But also it comes out with its own things like Mario Kart, which I think is a must to get, Mario Odyssey, Zelda Breath of the Wild. I mean, these games have been one after the other, winning every freaking award. Mario Odyssey especially, and Zelda Breath of the Wild. So I got to tell you guys, right now they're in stock. I recommend getting them for the Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa holidays. Definitely get them. My recommendation is, if you guys are looking for games on a budget, get the $20 games like the one I just reviewed, which is Resident Evil Revelations, which is $20 each, which is like a no-brainer. You got to get that one or the other, or both of them together. But you guys will not be sorry. There's also demos on it now, finally being released. The only thing I hate I hate about Nintendo because they promised us a virtual console and we haven't received it. I would love to play games like Punch-Out, okay, on the Wii Punch-Out on this, or a new Punch-Out on it, and I hope they come out with that, or a new Donkey Kong for this system, or even Donkey Kong from the Nintendo Wii or Wii U. Or the games, the Marios from that era. I would really like to see on the Nintendo Switch. But right now I'm giving the green light definitely to go, because I don't see it as a failed system as, let's say, the, where is that in here? Oh, here we go. The PlayStation Vita. This was one of my favorite systems of all time. It's ergonomically designed perfectly. I mean, look how small it is compared to this. And I heard they're probably coming out with a smaller version, but I just love seeing this because it's console-like quality, not like this. Real console-like quality, and you get to play it on the go. So I love the big screen. I would never trade it for a smaller screen. But these games ran so cool on the PlayStation Vita, and I just absolutely love this system. And stupid Sony, this is why I don't trust Sony anymore. I don't care for them. They abandoned it and said, oh, cell phones do the same thing. And, well, now they're probably kicking themselves in the butt for abandoning it. Because they're seeing the sheer success of the Nintendo Switch. Now, even if they come out with a new one, which obviously that's what they all do, they take what Nintendo does and try to make it better, they're not going to succeed because a lot of people don't like them anymore for that purpose, that they're so quick to abandon and not give you anything out of it. So because of that, I stick to Nintendo on this thing. And obviously, I'm not a Nintendo fanboy. I love computer games most than anything. I love to play things on the computer, and I have an Xbox, Xbox One, and I love my Xbox One. But to play on the go, this is my go-to. To play Mario games, which this is why I love Nintendo, is the Mario games, the Zelda games. All of these things are only exclusive to this, and you're getting a great system for the price. Okay, you're getting a portable system and a docking system. Does it compare in graphic-wise to the Xbox One? Absolutely not. That's not what it's aiming to do. What it's aiming to do is it's aiming to give you a great experience. Now, I do hate Nintendo for not trying to make it like the Xbox One and so on and so forth. But this, I mean, this is so console-like. This is like PlayStation 3, Nintendo Wii U at your fingertips. You know, Nintendo Wii and Wii U into your fingertips. But this thing gives you console-like quality, best graphics, all of that good stuff on a small screen like this that you could play on the go. You can't beat that. It's something I highly recommend, and I actually recommend it over my Xbox One, over any of the home systems, only because you have that portability, you know, thing where you can, you know, play on the go, take it with a battery pack, have like 6-7 hours, take it to a hotel room, take it to a vacation, and just, you know, play your games at night and enjoy it. You know, I just think this is an all-around awesome system, and Nintendo designed it in such a perfect way that it's just, I'm just blown away. I'm kind of shocked, really. But that's what I got to say. I'm giving definitely the green light, especially for Christmas, Kwanzaa, and Hanukkah. You know, that you guys could definitely get that for your loved ones. I know Hanukkah, you guys, you know, we all have 8 days of crazy nights. We can give that on the, on the first day. You know, it's a great... I'm just blown away. I mean, I'm playing this on the train every day when I come home. I have a 45-minute commute. So for all of us guys that, you know, don't have cars and are going on, you know, going on a train and all that stuff, or whatever public transportation that we use, like buses or cabs or whatever, you guys will actually be able to make the time fly by with this. I mean, I was playing Breath of the Wild. I'm playing, and I'm like, oh God, my stop's here yet. I was wishing I would have a 2-hour commute. It was that... all the games pull you in, and now I'm starting to understand what they mean, that it's not about the graphics, it's about being making fun games that engage people. The thing is, the graphics are there, so the graphics are amazing, and they're making games so far one after the other, and I think Nintendo is playing safe, just like they did back in the NES days, where they're releasing things, but not everything. They're not giving everybody, like Genesis used to do, which I used to love Genesis, I had that too. Anybody that wants to come out with a game, or even Atari, they just let him come out with a game. And that's what caused, Atari actually, that's what caused the one of the crashes in video games, because people started hating playing it because they get these covers and these commercials of awesome games, and then they get crap in return. So Nintendo was always extremely picky in giving people the licensors to actually do games for them. So I think that's what they're doing now. They're playing safe. They know that everybody is kind of iffy, especially after what happened with the PlayStation Vita. A lot of them don't want to release games for portable devices, but who better than Nintendo? The people that, the founder of the Game Boy that lasted freaking forever, the Game Boy Advance, all of that, the 3DS, the DS, the 3DS, and all of the systems. Who better than Nintendo to come out with such a perfect system like that? So they're coming out with, they're being extremely careful with what games they're releasing and who they allow to jump on board. They're not just going to take something and some third-party developer is going to say, well, let me see if you're good enough and we'll decide, like EA is doing, this stupid, crappy company. But they're not doing that. Nintendo also wants to make sure that the games that are coming out with it is enjoyable. Now, guys, I told you that a lot of them are playing safe in the third-party world, so what they're doing is they're opting for 16-gig cartridges and then having you download the rest of the crap over here. I don't think that's a good move. I don't think Nintendo should allow that. I think they should go for the more expensive carts. Like that, it runs perfectly, or on downloadable. Because when you're going to get a swap, you're going to have skips eventually. Something's going to go wrong. And if you don't present, you know, enjoyable games, your clients are not going to want to buy anymore. Third-party clients like us would not want to buy third-party games anymore. And then the third-party games we'll say, well, let me see how this goes. And like EA, they completely flopped when they released that NBA Live bullcrap. And what happened is nobody's going to want to buy it. And then when they don't see the sales, the third parties are going to leave. So I see where Nintendo is caught between two. So that's why maybe they're letting them do it this way. But, you know, they're extremely careful. They're making sure that every game that comes out for it is perfect. In fact, they did everything possible, you know, for the NBA game that came out that was such a horrible thing. If they can undo it, I'm willing to bet they would have told EA to shove it. But That's pretty much it. And EA now is like, we're going to see how they do till next year before we start releasing games. Who the hell needs that? You know they're going to do with loot boxes and all that crap, but maybe now that they lost $3.1 billion and taught these idiots a lesson. But due to loot boxes and stuff, you know Nintendo is not going to play that game, and most likely it's not going to be as profitable as EA hoped it would be. Maybe that's the real reason behind why they don't want to do that, because EA wants to be completely in control of their product. And I could see also where third parties want to be fully in control of their product, because if you're going to do a dumbed-down game, let's say they came out with Doom and it was extremely dumbed down, it wouldn't be enjoyable. It kind of takes the essence away from the original Doom, from the Doom on the computer or, you know, Xbox One and so on and so forth. So maybe that's the reason why they're being, but Nintendo is being extremely careful, and why third parties are being extremely careful. But Nintendo wants to please everybody. So what they're doing is they're making sure that the games that are coming out are absolutely perfect. I mean, think about it. In their first year, they came out with Breath of the Wild, well, year, whatever, but Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey. 2 games already that won a crap ton of awards. I mean, you got to look in that. So far the games that are on it, this is the way I look at an investment, like the PlayStation Vita. It came out with enough games that I liked, and I bought it. Okay, Uncharted was amazing, and what do you call it? Mortal Kombat was amazing. So to play all of these games on this, and to have all of these other games that I had on it as well, which I have like so many games on the PlayStation Vita and on the PSP, PlayStation Portable, it was a no-brainer that I said that even if they go out of business, that's why I still play it. You understand? So it's a good investment. And it lasted me for a while. So it lasted me about a good amount, as it should. The fact is that they abandon it. Nintendo never abandons its product. Even the Wii U, as horrible as it was, the games were enjoyable to play. It was just horrible because it didn't have third-party support. But they kept coming out with games till eventually the bitter end. Okay, but you could see that until now they've been releasing games for the 3DS. So I don't think they're replacing this as their portable device. I think there will always be a market for their portable devices, but this is for us, for people, especially big guys like us with big hands. We would enjoy this a lot, and as a system, this would be extremely enjoyable. I highly recommend getting this device. Definitely a 10 out of 10. Is there room for improvement? Of course, there's room for improvement, but I'm giving it a 10 out of 10 because of what it could do, and all of the games that it released so far that pleases me, except for NBA, that was a train wreck, but I'm sure they learned from it. NBA Live. I am getting the the wrestling game upon, you know, even though I like playing it for the computer because I can make faces and all that stuff, custom and all that, my face in it and stuff like that, so cool, or on the Xbox One and so on and so forth. I didn't buy it for those systems. I'm buying it for this, and I'm waiting for it to go down. And right now on G2A.com, I think it went down in price for the computer, so I'm going to get it probably, and I'm going to do a comparison video. But I am getting this game because you guys requested it. I'm actually buying it. It's coming to me. I pre-ordered it. I don't know when the release date is. It looks like EA is always playing a bunch of games, and now they're playing a bunch of games with them as well. So we're going to see. They gave a December 31st timeline, but that's just an empty thing. We'll see what happens, but I pre-ordered it. As soon as it gets to my door, I'm going to be doing a full-on review. Definitely subscribe, guys. It's going to be an awesome year for Nintendo. I really believe 2018 is going to be incredible. As right now, it's incredible. I mean, they didn't even know their potential, that they released only little bits of it, and now they're releasing tons. It's back in stores. It's available. It's in stock. So, guys, that's what I got to say about that. So, you guys are going to absolutely love it. Definitely get it. And definitely subscribe. As many more videos to come. And definitely check the back episodes or the playlists for Nintendo or any other crap that I do here. And let me know what you guys think. Definitely subscribe for honest reviews, unlike the others. Honest reviews, because I get nothing free. I buy them. So you guys don't have to. So if they suck, they suck. If not, you know, I'll let you know about it. So that's all I got to say about that. Have a good one, y'all. Take care. Bye.